Oh, good evening, everyone. Welcome to Tuesday night, and welcome to the start of a new game. Finished up Dino Crisis 2 last night, and we're switching gears. Celebrating its 20th anniversary this year is the Xenosaga series, which released in 2002, February 2002, in Japan. A year later, February 2003, in North America. And I have not played this game in almost 20 years. And thank you for the resub, Trelvis. Thank you so much. Good evening, Winged. Good evening, Halfling Spy. It was actually Halfling Spy who thrust this game upon me in 2003, 2004, my freshman year of college, and I could not put this game down. I loved it. I loved it. Now, Xenosaga was the brainchild of one Tetsuya Takahashi, who was also he is the brainchild behind the entire Xeno everything. Xenogears, all of Xenosaga, and all of Xenoblade has his mark all over it. Xenosaga was originally supposed to be a 6-game series. It wound up being just 3. Because this game gets confusing very, very quickly. There's a lot of religious symbolism, to say the least. There's a lot of Nietzschean philosophy. The plot was a bit difficult to handle at age 18. We'll see 18 years later, see if that holds up. Is this the one that has the infamous? There's a lot of cutscenes in this game, Winged. I was gonna see how we get to there may be nights. This is at least a 40-hour game. This is at least a 40-hour game. So I'm going to be working on this game for probably the next couple of months, because I only will stream 2, maybe 3 times a week. So we're going to be here for a while. Good evening, Mimcom. Good evening, Sayonara. Is there a death counter? Not to start, at the very least. This is not like Zelda. But there are a lot of cutscenes in this game. There's some long cutscenes. There may be some streams as I play through where that night stream might be more cutscene than actual game. And I don't remember if the cutscenes are skippable or not, but we're going to find out. No, the second game was really kind of killed the momentum for Xena, because from my remembrance, the first game was great, the third game was great, the second, the second game was not that great. I really only stuck out the second game because I was so intrigued by this. It was the story that kept me going, but it was a slog. So, yeah. With that said, let us begin Xenosaga Episode 1. Yeah, like Travis, this is a 40-hour, like I said, casual playthrough. It's at least a 40-hour game, but if you were completionist for this game, it would be double that. But this is a casual playthrough, so we're gonna go from there. So speaking of long cutscenes, let's start the game. Our tale begins this century. Now, this is supposed to be a spiritual successor to Xenogears. So I don't know if any of you out there have actually played Xenogears. Not necessarily needed to have played Xenogears before playing this game. So I wound up playing Xenogears like a full decade after finishing Xenosaga.
Concentrate on the northern cliff tomorrow. The ground there is hard, so be careful when you dig.
Yes, sir.
Dr. Masuda!
What is it? Did you find something?
Yeah, we followed the corridor from the lakeside. It matches the location described in the
That must
research
be it.
paper.
Good. Show us where it is.
Where's my flying car? I wish.
Different from the others.
I knew it!
It's over there.
This must be...
This must be, we can't tell you. Well, now you did it. Now you've opened the gates of hell. Is Xenoblade still in the same universe, Winged? And that's the best answer I can give you. Having played Xenoblade, it's like... maybe? So apparently this big old artifact is hiding in the bottom of a lake somewhere in Kenya, and we just haven't figured it out yet. Did we learn nothing from the mummy? No, halfling spy, we didn't. The star of the show, the Zohar. That light which has somehow affected our weather pattern immediately. "4,000 years later!" "4,000 years that ground control to Major Tom." Yes, sayonara. That is correct. Yasunori Mitsuda. Outstanding composer. None of the biblically accurate throne's going to appear. Give it time.
Commencing startup experiment. Open up an interconnection.
Roger. Opening interconnection. Connecting with dummy protocol.
Hey, who are you calling a dummy?
Line protocol zone secured.
Opening cage partition. 60 seconds to release. Beginning countdown. 57, 56, 55, 54, 53, 52, 51.
Good evening, Summer Night. Where did I find this game? Well, first, Wyatt let me play it. He had it freshman year of college, and he just suggested this game to me, and I played it. But I found it a few years ago in one of our local used game stores. I'm using the actual PS2 disc, and it came with the instruction booklet, so... Oh no, don't touch the thing! No, you touched the thing.
All monitors clear.
3, 2, 1. Partition open. Proceeding with kos-mos body formation.
Body formation complete. Commencing Penfield mapping.
Proceeding with encephalon construction.
Mapping percentage at 76, 77, 78.
Encephalon construction complete.
There's noise appearing in the temporal lobe.
What's the problem?
It's on the left side of the temporal lobe. I'm showing slight stimulation of the synapses in section 818. It's within permissible bounds, though. Do you want to abort?
No. Let's keep going. Just stick to the menu. I'll try for a direct approach. Back me up.
Roger. Launching Nataraja connection system.
And nutty it is. Like, even right off the bat here, it's like we see this. We're coming into the login screen as Shion gets to log into kos-mos. Gonna surround the Zohar. All units report in. Username Shion Yuzuki. Password ye shall be as gods.
Commencing Nataraja boot up sequence.
All right, I'm gonna get to push a button soon.
Alan, there seems to be a problem with the visual field connection.
Ah, I see a small break in the MT field, route K12. It looks like the bi-directional link in the V4 field is lagged too. Hold on a minute. I'll fix it now. How is it now, Chief?
Okay. Looks good. Let's keep going.
Roger. Proceeding with kos-mos host separation.
Morning, kos-mos. How do you feel?
Good morning, Shion. All systems are normal.
Well, how about introducing yourself?
I am an anti-gnosis humanoid fighting system, serial number 0000000001. Development name KPX, abbreviated name kos-mos. As I am currently configured for simulated battle, my output is limited to 22% of its normal capacity. My estimated weapons specifications are...
All right, that's
Thank
good
you
enough.
for the bit,
Thanks.
Sayonara.
You are welcome.
All I have for you today are the usual startup tests. Sorry to wake you up just for that. You'll have to go back to sleep once everything's checked out.
I see.
Do you feel sad or anything?
A predetermined set of emotions
Ah,
has been
memories,
hard-coded
halfling
into my
spy.
emotion module to better facilitate interactions with humans. In order to better facilitate a relationship with you, Chief Engineer Shion Uzuki of the Kos-mos Project, Vector Industries' first R&D division, I will emit an expression such as sadness only when that response is deemed necessary. However, the emotion module of my program has determined that this is not necessary at this time.
I guess you're right. I, of all people, should know that.
Your understanding is appreciated.
But you know, Kos-mos, I've got mixed feelings about all this. Of course, I'm happy that you're awake, but the fact that you'll go back to sleep makes me a bit sad.
Thank you, Plotbot. Yes.
On the other hand, the next time you wake up, it may be a time of much bloodshed.
Foreshadowing.
So deep down inside, I hope that day never comes. Understand?
The algorithms I have been programmed with do not support the comprehension of illogical human thought.
Okay, Spock.
Well, I hope you'll be able to understand someday.
I will do my best.
All right, Kos-mos, shall we get started? Alan, let's pick up from process 277 where we last left off.
Roger. Placing target drones in the encephalon. The drones are set to random movement and enemy ambush. How about a test run before the mission, Chief?
Sure, let's do that. Did you get that, Kos-mos?
Affirmative.
So we're just gonna skip through the tutorial because I played this a few days ago just to make sure that my disc still worked. So we've already gone through this virtual tutorial. During quest, you'll trigger battery when you come. Yeah, blah 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 blah. Blah. Good evening, Unseen Gnosis.
Get out of my way, or else...
Yes, yes, yes. So far, so good, Unseen Gnosis. Hopefully you've had a great day as well. Yes, hours and hours of this music.
The enemies have been exterminated.
All processes to 300 cleared.
Chief, the data transfer is going smoothly. The A-line protocol is looking good.
It sure is. The response levels are really good.
If we can maintain these levels, we'll have some great results soon.
Yeah.
Chief?
Hey, Alan. Let's skip all 300 level processes and start from 400.
Crank it all the way to 11!
400? Chief, but that's...
I feel pretty confident this time.
But, Chief... Remember what happened last time? Had we waited 10 more seconds to intervene, we wouldn't have been able to get you back at all. Can't we at least test it out in objective mode?
You know we can't get precise data that way. I'll be fine. If something happens, I'll get myself out. Besides, you want to test it out as well, don't you? We spent all
Don't
night
you?
building the native
Don't you, Alan?
Well, yeah, but...
That settles it. Let's get started.
Alright then. But if anything happens, I'm gonna shut it down from here. So don't press your luck.
All right.
No,
you're
big
right.
money, no whammies.
And don't deviate from the program.
Okay, Mom.
Jeez, this is so typical of her. Will she ever stop to think about the hell I go through for her?
Because I'm a nice guy, TM.
Yes, sir. The way you worry about Chief Uzuki all the time. I'm surprised you haven't keeled over already.
Hey, that's enough. Is the 400 level program ready to go?
We're ready to go anytime.
Then start up the
I
program.
remember that
I
line
want
unseen.
detailed reports from every monitoring station. Any abnormalities,
It's like, oh,
and I'm
really?
shutting down immediately.
Kos-mos, I'll explain a little bit about this place. This place is an imaginary space constructed within the network. It's modeled off some ruins from early 2000 AD. Your mission is to fight the main target within the dilapidated building. The target is marked with the red vector box. There are objects in here that can be detonated. Some are effective if you set them off near the enemy. Use them to your advantage. Now then, let's start the mission. Found a medkit.
Target locked on. Commencing combat mode.
Points!
Who would have thought one of Miyuki's inventions would come in handy?
Unseen, I have actually played this game all the way. I've beaten all 3 games, but it has been almost 20 years. I have not played this game in about 18 years. So, and I'm playing this game in honor of its 20th anniversary. So, however, I would appreciate it if you refrain from spoilers because there are a number of people in the chat that have not seen this game. Yes.
Out of my way, or else...
Yeah, not a problem. Thank you very much for asking. It's like, yeah, I know roughly what happens, but I know there's definitely, yeah, there's people in here who have waited for me to start playing this game and have never seen it. So, yeah. You'd think they'd still be on fire. Also remember the super soft tech girl and the giant mech arm. I do want to get the early experience, so there will be lots of battling.
Commencing combat
One
mode.
minute. I kind of gathered Unseen Gnosis, just a drop.
Charging our blades.
And I'm glad you do.
The enemies have been exterminated.
Level up.
All battle systems are go.
Meese. If you have mechanics question, feel free to ask. No first hand letter. Still waiting what this game's version of Genova will be like. So a few years ago, Unseen Gnosis, when I actually went to buy a used copy of this game, because I realized I had Xenosaga 2 and 3, but not 1, I actually found a used copy for like $15 that still had the instruction booklet in it. It's like, holy crap.
Open ether circuit.
My external appearance is down 5%. Shion, I need to be cleaned.
There's your line. Kos-mos needs to be cleaned.
Who goes there?
All battle systems are go.
Yeah, I was not expecting that.
Okay, let's go on.
Yeah, I got lucky. Like, one of my local used video game store had one of those a few years ago. And I was just like, crap, all right. Chain to revive. Those will be handy. Yes, and now I've put them on fire, which means boosts for everybody. No, right now we're just basically going through the first area, which is basically a tutorial area, Travis.
Who would have thought one of Miyuki's inventions would come in handy?
And we know it's the tutorial area because there's a lot of medkits. Metal Gear! I mean, no, wait, wrong game.
Kos-mos, let's go.
Oh yes, this is where we get the eggs tutorial. In this battle, it's possible to pilot an AGWS by selecting AGWS or eggs in the submenu. It's save points, Travis. Ouch.
Charging our blades.
Controlling the eggs, yes. Yes, yeah. One slash! Boom!
The enemies have been exterminated.
Status check.
I don't see anything unusual. All systems are stable. It's looking good. This ought to make up for last month.
I sure hope so. Kos-mos has reached the checkpoint. Entering process 431.
Replacing targets with Type G drones. Commencing display.
Ooh, and now we change from mechs to Gnosis. Chief, I've changed the settings on the target drones. The next target is keyed to sound, so it'll only respond if you make a loud noise. You can move quietly if you hold down the R2 button while moving. Also, that thing behind you is a save point. Yes, yes, yes. Yep. I've already said that earlier, Wing, but thank you for the reminder. Mission key. Now I can unlock the door. Lock has been removed. Awesome. Ether pack, med kits. Discovered segment address number 10. Come back there at a later date. Those are mystery doors. Oh, we found a dick in a box.
All battle systems are go.
Our first dick in a box. You are very welcome.
Charging. Our cannon.
That do it? Yes, it will.
My external appearance is down 5%. Shion, I need to be clean.
You are very welcome, Summer Knight. I'm glad I could liven up your gameplay, your RPG gameplay, and streaming. Oh yeah, speaking of which, Wing, can we do a shout out for Sprites and Dice? Summer Knight and Halfling Spy are both two wonderful, wonderful friends of mine, and they run the gaming website Sprites and Dice. So it's video games, tabletop, RPGs, and they also stream. And Halfling Spy, Summer Knight, they'll stream on occasion as well as the X Factor. So be sure to follow them as well. So they were last playing the new Mutant Ninja Turtles game. So Chief, items aren't the only things that are inside containers. Well, thank you, Alan. You didn't even warn me about the dick in a box. Yep, so... A rumph. Busy with real life? The nerve. So if you're streaming soon, over there, then that means I will have some place to raid when this is all done. Thank you for the follow, Unseen Gnosis. Alright, well, we have the mission key, so we can now take the shortcut and leave. Surprise! Avon calling! Oof. Airborne enemies. Against airborne enemies, use direct line attacks. You cannot use close range attacks. Thank you. Critical? Alright, sure. Alright, thank you for stopping by, Unseen Gnosis. Thank you for the follow. I'm sure I'll be seeing you again, as I'll be streaming this game for probably the next couple of months. Alright, we've got the mission key, which invariably means there's probably a boss coming.
Okay, here we go.
Oof, everyone's gonna get around there.
Charging our blade.
Ouch! That's a nice solid hit. Down you go.
Open ether circuit.
Do you mind? $15 is a critical hit. Ooh.
All systems clear.
Level up. Everyone's at 3. Yeah, I should heal up. No. I should heal up. Let's see. I have no skill points as of yet, so... Mission key in. Oh, look, it's a red box. What could possibly be inside except another dick? Sup?
What's going on?
A brand new network is being created within the kos-mos mainframe. We've never had a reaction like this before. This is incredible. I've never seen the net grow so fast. Look at it, sir. Portions of the encephalon map are evolving. What the?
Alan, I'm going to engage the target. Make sure you capture all the data.
What? You cannot engage right now. You're tapped into kos-mos perception. It's too unstable.
Don't worry. We can pull it off.
What do you mean, don't worry? Chief?
We're fine! We're fine! You worry too much! You worry too much. We're fine. We're fine. Number 5 is alive. Yes. Okay, active guard. Okay, fine. I can do that too. That'll do.
All systems clear.
But you can't engage the target, Chief! Ah!
So far, so good. Shift target to real mode. We'll test the Hilbert effect.
What? Chief, you're supposed to follow the program.
Kos-mos, activate Hilbert.
Roger. Activating Hilbert effect.
That you can never ever actually use in the game.
I knew this would happen! Status! This is bad. Something's wrong in the encephalon. The whole thing could collapse at any moment.
What? What about the Chief? Chief, you're in danger. Get out of there now!
Hold on, just a little longer.
Chief!
Nerve impulses in the limbic system. We've got kindling.
That's enough! Shut it down! Pull her out of there now!
Roger. Entering shutdown command. It's been rejected. The Chief's overriding us. We can't control it from here.
What? 10 seconds to encephalon collapse. Sir! Damn it!
Yeah, not bad for 20 years on. Uh-oh, the Matrix is forming here. Oh, creepy little girl.
Chief!
Ah.
Chief? Are you all right?
Yeah, thanks. Did I push my luck a little too far this time?
Tee tee.
Alan?
You can't keep doing this, Chief. I thought I was gonna have a heart attack.
Sorry about that, but I bet the data's really good. Besides...
Huh? Was there something else?
Oh, it's nothing. Well, we better get started on that data. Today's our deadline, so I'm sure they'll be asking for it soon.
Attention, please. We are scheduled to gate out in approximately 3 minutes. All hands, please return to your designated areas immediately. Once again, attention, please. We are scheduled to gate out.
Besides, we know how much you have a deep throbbing hard-on for me. Inserting the space breakfast pastry. Yep, space is getting an enema. Are they all going to go into a warp drive? Meanwhile,
All ships, gate out complete.
Shifting main engine to stealth mode. Maintaining current speed until sector withdrawal.
Exit from current space set at absolute time 1300 on the 22nd. 7 hours, 16 minutes, and 30 seconds to withdrawal.
Next UMN column in 7 hours, 36 minutes. All gate jumps from other sectors will remain offline until then.
So, we're almost home.
Yes, sir. Our final gate jump is at the next column. We're almost there.
We made it this far, we'll be fine. The odds of contact between columns is statistically low.
foreshadowing.
This asteroid field we're in is perfect for hiding the fleet from them.
Huh. So Pollyanna thinks those asteroids are going to protect us.
I'm sorry, sir.
A bit testy today, aren't we, Commander? Huh? Is something wrong?
No. Of course not.
Ever since we picked up that object 10 days ago, everyone's been a bit jumpy. And we still have a ways to go before we hit comm space. I can empathize with the commander.
Captain, can you, debrief us on the current situation? Our original orders from the Galaxy Federation were to investigate the vanished planet and assist the researchers. But ever since we picked up that object, it feels like everything's changed. What exactly is that thing anyway?
Who knows?
The plot.
I haven't heard a thing from the research team. But, as I mentioned before, apparently they're after the object too. That's unofficial info, of course.
What about the rumor regarding the casualties during the retrieval process?
Even if it were true, that's none of our business. The research team has their own orders to deal with. The only explicit instructions we've received state that should any salvageable objects exist in the area, their retrieval takes top priority.
Top priority? What does that mean?
We're exploring strange new worlds.
Over our very lives.
Now, no need to scare them. Those orders merely reflect the importance of this operation to the Galaxy Federation government, that's all. Just stay sharp and be careful.
That makes sense, sir. The entire fleet was renovated for this mission. Besides, if there's an emergency, we've got the trump card to fall back on.
Yes. Speaking of which, what's the latest on that situation?
They're scheduled to turn in the A7 reports today.
A7, eh? Only one step away from fully operational. It's about time, I suppose. Lieutenant, please ask Chief Uzuki to come to the bridge once her data's ready. Ask her to bring all the previous data as well.
Yes, sir.
What trump card? Was he referring to that battle android?
That's right. You didn't know?
Wow, so it's true.
Hey, I heard that project's really behind schedule.
You can't blame him. There were casualties during their last boot-up test 2 years ago. They're being more careful this time.
It's hard to believe they're making an android in this day and age.
Oh, yes, we're making an android, yes.
Old space novels.
No, banal.
Well, trump card or not, it's still an experiment. And it ain't like one android's gonna make that much of a difference. The whole project's just a chance for those Vector guys to show off. Someone's outdated hobby, that's all.
I heard that even their commercial models differ greatly between those that have seen action and those that haven't.
They say ignorance is bliss. Looks like they were right.
Commander?
I'm just envious, that's all.
I want to rule through fear. Meanwhile...
Sure. I'll be there in 30 minutes.
They certainly didn't waste any time.
See? I'm usually right about these things.
Chief Uzuki, here's the data you requested. Will that be all?
Thanks. This should be good enough. I'll take care of the rest.
Apparently in the year 6000, they're still using discs.
Chief? Do you have a second?
Yes?
The military is expecting actual field data for kos-mos. Is it right for us to keep giving them simulated data like this?
Well, I must admit, you got me there. But honestly, if it were up to me, I'd keep her here, safe in her dream world forever.
But why are you so afraid to put her to real work when you push her so hard in the simulations? I can't wait to see kos-mos up and completely functional. Couldn't you at least try taking her up to Phase 3? That should be no problem for her by now.
Phase 3 in a simulated battle config? Come on. We're not about to wake our little princess for that. Here's a summary of kos-mos main equipment from the 2nd Division. This should help you with the guys upstairs.
Thanks. I'm sure it will.
All right. By the way, Chief, what did you think of the MWS and the eggs? It's just dummy data created inside the encephalon, but it was pretty exciting stuff, wasn't it? If neither had the problems during this test, all that remains are the functionality tests using actual models. Well, it worked pretty well. The MWS in particular felt right to me. I sensed something contrived in that, though. Well, I hear Miyuki is closely involved with the MWS, so I'm sure she's up to something again. Oh, by the way, could you send the connection gear data to headquarters for me? You know the vaporizer plugin that we use to destroy obstacles? I wonder if they're also going to manufacture it based on our test data. I swear, they pile everything they can on us under the pretext of testing kos-mos. Well, it's inevitable, considering they have a lot of other concerns, like the budget. Alright. Now we get to roam around and chat with people. Chief, there was a strange interference earlier. Did anything unusual happen during the dive? There's no record of it in our log, and I don't know what to make of it. Chief, I've been meaning to ask you, why are you so devoted to kos-mos' aesthetic sensitivity system? I think we should be focusing our research on kos-mos' outlying systems in order to develop her weaponry. Save point. Yes. Ah. Just suddenly just mints in out of this. Chief, shall we try the startup experiment again? If there are any items you didn't get last time, I suggest you go get them now. I'm sure they'll be useful in the real world, too. No, we don't need to go back there for the time being. Enlighten those jarheads, will you? Tell them that developmental research is a living, breathing thing. Chief, I understand you have your reasons, but a machine is only as meaningful as the functional goals it fulfills. Perhaps kos-mos would be happiest if she was able to demonstrate her full capabilities? Uh-oh. A summons to the bridge is never a good sign. You better hurry. You'll never hear the end of it if the report is late. Alright. So, off to the bridge. Go. Oh, hey, Janice. Taking a break? Oh, hi, Chief. How are you? Why don't you take a break, too? You won't hold up if you keep pushing yourself so hard. Thanks, but we're almost done. I'll be okay. No need to worry about me. Are you sure? All right, if you say so. Oh, that's right. There's some valuable info that I wanted to share with you. I was actually keeping it quiet, hoping you'd notice on your own, but since it doesn't look like you will, I guess I'll have to tell you. Valuable info? Uh-huh. You know that there's a red vector box inside the encephalon, right? You mean where the red vector box where all the equipment is kept? Yes, that's the one. We put in a little something in there for you to show appreciation for all your hard work. We were hoping you would pick it up during the last experiment, but considering how things went, you didn't have time to find it. Anyway, I think you'll like it. All right. Well, now when you give me that, that means I have to go back in there. So we will.
Okay, here we go.
Oh, it's just Shion this time. All right. Okay. All right. I need to heal myself. Oh, right. Hopefully that does this. Does the trick. Oh, it did not. There we go.
Great. I collected some good data.
Yeah, and almost wiped yourself out in the process. Obtained battle passport. What does that do? Use this at EVS points to play an AGWS minigame. Okay. Alright. Well, now we've done all that. Let's save it again. Alright, back to roaming around. Now we gotta get to the bridge. Apparently it's not that way.
All right. See you later.
Goodbye!
Okay, good luck.
Bon voyage!
Well, back to work.
Oh, poor Alan. Oh, Chief, are you going to present your report? Good luck. When you have lost sight of the path, when you have become lost in life, seek information. Information will surely give you a glimmer of hope. Did you get that out of the fortune cookie? Elevator up to get to the bridge, yes. Oh, I have an email! You got the email. Press release, Vectorcom.inc. Vectorcom Inc. would like to take its opportunity to announce its new connection gear products, the Rios 680RR and the Rios 650RS. These products provide improved connection capabilities to UMN access nodes, which is a highly sought after feature in connection gear. Plugin module function. Adding a plugin is a very simple way to enrich software capabilities. It is also possible to control the Rios hardware functions themselves through the plugin. High-res 3D holographic monitor. Generate accurate 3D images using a particle wave laser. It also supports window view mode for the sole purpose of displaying essential information in 2D. A sleek, lightweight body. Although compact and weighs a mere 60 grams, it is fully loaded with the perfect balance of all essential features in a connection gear. Clan for thin client. Clan FTC is the routing system on the Rios and is meant for lightweight clients. Clan is a scalable system that works in architectures of varying sizes. Clan makes it possible to use imaginary machines and storage interspersed throughout the UMN. It is possible for you to make practical use of the computing power you are looking for as long as with the Rios' bandwidth. ANGE. Procurators employ a small AI named Ange, making it possible to gather and search information faster. Its improved speech recognition function makes it possible to communicate even using vague expressions. Email, such new and cutting-edge technology. So, we still have email in the year 6000. So, Vectorcom finally announced their latest model of connection gear, the Rios. They sure did. But guess what? I had the Rios 680RR model even before they made their official announcement. With my connection gear, I can get all sorts of information by establishing and maintaining an on-demand network with the UMN. Yeah. The UMN has two very important roles in this world governed by the Galaxy Federation government. One role is traffic infrastructure via leaps in space. As a result, even interstellar travel is made easy. I see. And the other role? The UMN is an information source that uses a large decentralized network system. We employ agent-like AI called procurators like yourself to navigate us around this giant network called the Unus Mundus Network, or the UMN. That's right! Well, allow me now to perform my duties as a procurator. I'll give you a little more information about emails. New emails received will be displayed above old ones, which means the newest emails will always be displayed at the top of the list. I have to be careful because the sorting order is different from the items list. Yeah, and note that some emails request a reply. Most of those emails must be answered within a fixed amount of time, so it's best to reply to those as soon as possible. Okay, I'll make it a point to reply ASAP. One more thing, you can skip to important parts of emails by pressing square. Be sure to give it a try. By the way, you should have received tutorial emails from the first R&D division about equipping eggs and characters. Please refer to them if there's anything you don't understand. Got it! Lastly, about the connection gear functions used during the Encephalon test. You're talking about the Vaporizer plugin? Its functions allow the destruction of specific objects on the map. It can actually be used if it clears the next simulation test. Yeah, I bet it'll get a perfect score on the test, and it's just a matter of time before someone gives you one of those Vaporizer plugins. Oh, by the way, don't you need to go see the captain? You're right, I better go to the bridge to see the captain. Thank you, Not Moogle! I have a bad feeling about this mission. I hope it's just my imagination. It isn't. I have a bad feeling about this mission, but I can't put my finger on why. It's just a weird, uneasy feeling. I agree with you. Some strangers are transporting odd objects into that hangar over there. There's something very odd about this mission. Oh, don't worry. Your light foreshadowing will come to pass pretty soon.
She's really got you trained, hasn't she, sir?
She's got you wrapped around her little finger.
Hey, what are you smiling at? Hurry up and get back to work.
I'm on it. See how he always changes the subject?
What was that, Togashi?
Nothing at all, sir. You're just hearing things.
I swear. Huh? What's up? Still not convinced?
Oh, no, it's not that. It's just...
I know how you feel, but you saw what happened just now. Even the chief is cautious sometimes. Besides... Oh, that's right. You just transferred in a month ago, right?
You noob.
I guess you couldn't have known.
You mean the accident from 2 years ago? I've heard about it, but I don't know any details.
Oh, right. Oh, man, not again. Oh, well.
Perfect. Now the two of you can be alone. Why don't you ask her out while you're at it?
can handle the rest by ourselves.
This is your big chance.
I told you guys, it's not like that. Crying out loud. Anyway, I'd better get this to her.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Go, Tiger!
Jeez, they just don't know when to quit. It's not like I don't want to. I just can't.
Oh, hey, it's that weird object.
You're all a bunch of slackers! Yeah! Listen up! You lazy bums are the cause of that accident! You're not getting any time to confess your sins, though. Why not? Because I'm not giving it to you! If you got time to be sorry, you got time to get your ass in gear! If you got time to think, you got time to get your fingers moving! Don't even start thinking you got a brain to think with! You're gonna become machines! And work like them day and night! You're all a bunch of slackers!
Boy, I guess not every department's run like ours.
Yeah, we don't have a big bald-headed guy with a big purple X painted across his face.
You're still here, huh? Killing yourself over work won't get you very far.
Oh. How are you? I had to get this data done before morning, so Well, what are you doing here so late, Kevin? You'd better get some sleep. We've got an early morning ahead.
Here, this is for you.
Huh? Oh, thank you.
Coffee apparently also still exists in the year 6000, so, you know, you have that to look forward to.
To tell you the truth, I haven't been able to sleep lately. Something's been on my mind.
On your mind?
Tomorrow, she's finally going to wake up. I'm looking forward to seeing her come to life, but I have no idea what to say to her when she wakes up. It's been bothering me. I'm just being weird, huh?
Why don't you just say, "Good morning, Kos-mos"?
Good morning?
Well, that's what you say to someone when they wake up, right?
Yeah, I guess you're right. Thanks. I think I can finally get some sleep now.
That was gonna bug me all night.
Glad to help, sir.
You should get some rest too.
All right.
Well, good night.
Good night.
Flashback.
Yeah. Everybody's so eager to see her.
with Retson. There's your Xenogears callback. I'm sorry, but you're going to have to speak up a little. I can't hear you. Yeah, we're laying the groundwork for weird.
Look out! Watch it, you slacker! Only authorized personnel are allowed up here. I've had 3 people vanish on me already. Get the hell out of here! My men will start slacking off if they see bimbos like you around.
I'm so sorry.
Who's the idiot that let civilians on this ship? What the hell are you staring at? Oh. Damn slacker!
Yes, because don't you love when you have a boss that that reprimands you by punching you and then uppercutting you? Oh, you're one of Vector's engineers, right? How are you? This is actually my first mission, so I've never even seen the enemy yet. I've heard that the enemy is an unknown life form called Gnosis. Miss, I've got some information I'd like to share with you. Well, are you interested in hearing about it? No, it won't be too much trouble for you at all. How about it? Sure. Could you please give me your email address? No, you never know who might be listening in, right? The safest way to share a secret is through email. Sure, why not? Okay, so somebody's asked for my email. Lovely. Wonder what the enemy hopes to accomplish by attacking us. Is the lieutenant commander still here? Is he still barking orders? Oh, yes. Yes, indeed. Looking at my hand. There is no end to my hand.
Chief!
Alan?
What do you mean, Alan? Don't act so surprised. Didn't you forget something important? You know, it's dangerous wandering around in a daze like that.
Yeah. Sorry. I was just thinking about something.
Are you all right?
Huh? Yeah. I'm just not myself today.
I'm having these weird out-of-body experiences.
Alan, thanks for stepping in back there.
No. I should have spoken to the new guy earlier, so you don't need to thank me. But it would really help if you would try to understand their feelings more. I know everyone's still a little uneasy about kos-mos, but they've been pouring their hearts and souls into this project. They all want to see with their own eyes the end results of what they've been working so hard to complete. I feel the same way myself, you know?
I know that. It's just that
Chief, the incident, right?
Huh? Oh, I see. You're... Sorry, that's not quite it. Forget about it. It's nothing. Let's just hurry up and get kos-mos completed, okay? Oh. Who could that be?
More Realian maintenance? They really should stop calling you all the time. Technically, it's a violation of regulations for you to deal with other divisions. Besides, aren't they expecting you on the bridge?
Oh, don't worry about it. I don't want to brush them off. Besides, it's on the way, and I've got some time. See ya.
Oh. I forgot to ask her out after work.
Womp womp. Sad boner. Why won't this thing work properly? Wait a minute, you're from Vector, aren't you? You're a scientist, right? My colleague's in the back. Could you please try reasoning it with him? He won't come out. He's just been cooped up. Did you know? Several workers lost their lives during the retrieval. I saw it. When they touched that thing, they vanished instantaneously. Is it really okay to transport something so dangerous out in the open? Those higher-ups probably care more about that tombstone than our lives, but if they're going to abuse us like that, the least they could do is tell us a lie that would put our worries to rest. They won't say anything about this mission. It's like telling us to be afraid. Thanks for listening to my griping. Hey, open the containers around here when you get a chance. If you find something, go ahead and take it. Getting that off my chest really helped. Thanks for listening to what he had to say. I am Petty Officer Nobutake. I apologize for any inconvenience caused by the construction on the path to the Vector sector. Please bear with us. Am I going backwards? I feel like I am. Sorry, no boning for you. I am going backwards. Oops. Yes, yes, yes. Uh-oh, I should bring the Realian service data with me. I think I left it in my room. I better go get it. Let's see, if I remember correctly, the room is straight down this corridor. Shafted again, and to think, I even snuck out without telling my boss. Lately, it's always like this. Oh, the red switch there is to open and close the bulkhead. Don't mess with it.
Manual lockdown of bulkhead activated. The passageway will now close. Please use caution near the closing doors.
What does this button do? Plonk.
The passageway will now open. Please use caution near the opening doors.
Just wanted to see what that would do. Scared the shit out of somebody is what I did. Oopsies! Stop picking on me. I can't take it. Mommy! Discovered segment address number 18. Alright, we are right by the, right by Xion's room. Right over here. Obtained maintenance data. And a save point. How much time do I have got? Oh, about 25 minutes or so. Keep moving along. Would you like to rest? Sure. Oh, we don't even get some... We don't even get... HP and EP restored. But you're still hungry. Oh, I got an email. Xion, how are you doing? Thank you for the MWS, the weapon you used in your left hand during battle. Data from the tests we ran alongside Kos-mos and the Encephalon. I've moved one step forward with my magnificent plans thanks to you. Now the only thing I need is a real test. So I've sent you a real MWS. It should reach you soon. If the Gnosis attack now, they're so dead. Doing these tests provides a bit of aerobic exercise and may even have some weight loss effects. So in a way, it's like you're killing two birds with one stone. Please make sure you pick it up when it arrives. Miyuki. P.S. I lost 3 kilograms. You see, it's just like I said. The apple diet really works. A magnificent plan. What in the world is that girl planning? On the battlefield, you must always be calm. We soldiers are trained so that we stay cool at all times. Yeah, but if I close that bulkhead again, you will be screaming. Oh, Chief Uzuki, Lieutenant Caspace wants to talk to you about tuning up the Realians. I hear the lieutenant was just a military doctor after being commissioned, so he can't do anything by himself. It must be tough for you getting called in like this all the time. Not at all. I enjoy talking with the Realians.
Hello, you rang?
My apologies, Miss Uzuki. It seems we're constantly in need of your help.
No problem, Lieutenant. I want everyone to be healthy and happy too, after all. So, what's the problem today?
Well, I'm trying to teach them some new battle algorithms to better reflect the unit's reorg. But the integration is not going very smoothly.
You're right. He's rejecting the data. Let's see.
Let's see, I need to just check the... Okay, let's check all of the... Notice that. It's just a temporary fix, though. Yes, I cannot express it appropriately, but I feel like some weight has been lifted. Everything feels a bit brighter. Thank you very much. That should do it. Well, do you have any dizziness or anything? No, I am fine. We are combat models, so even our training causes heavy wear and tear. Regular tune-ups like this are very much appreciated. No, I didn't really do much. Nothing seems particularly unusual. Are you not feeling well? I have been studying fables and proverbs, but I am unable to use them properly, and I am always being laughed at. But your linguistics center doesn't seem to have any abnormalities. few more. Lately I find functional impediments occurring communicating with a certain person. My pulse becomes rapid, perspiration increases, and I become unable to articulate well. That's odd. I wonder if it's an OS bug. It's called you're flustered. You're horny. I wonder what's wrong. Your brainwaves seem to be chaotic. Ever since I was assigned to the Woglinda, I haven't been the same. I've slowly lost mental composure, and my body has begun to manifest minute spasms. The shape of these waves, could it be fear of battle? Okay, your values are stable. I don't see any particular problems. Understood, then I'll return to my duties. Wait a minute, I think you could express a bit more joy. Maybe your emotional expression isn't working right.
Well, I've made some adjustments, but please contact 3rd Division once we return. I recommend they receive more intensive counseling soon.
I'll be sure to do so. You know, I'm really impressed. Providing Realian psych support on top of developing kos-mos? I hear even specialized counselors have a hard time...
Oh, I'm just making the most of what my mentor taught me. I'm glad I could be of help. Besides, I always wanted to work in the 3rd Division. Actually, I'm thinking about requesting a transfer once my current work's finished.
But Vector's first R&D division has the best researchers in the organization. Everyone knows not just anyone can get in there. Are you sure that you want to transfer?
Oh, yes. Besides, my family's always asking, how did you get assigned to the 1st Division? There must have been a mistake in the paperwork. Who knows? Maybe they're right.
Or maybe they're just belittling you for the hell of it.
I want to learn so much more about them.
What's learning about them going to do for you?
Lieutenant Virgil.
I'm not evil.
Stench.
What?
It reeks. I can't get their rotten odor out of my system. Can't you smell it? It makes me sick to my stomach.
Huh? What are you?
That's enough. You got your orders from the Lieutenant Commander, didn't you? One of the goals of this operation is to enhance combat support between the eggs and the new model Realians. And yet you're...
Support? Huh. In a battle against them? The last thing I want to worry about is supporting a bunch of untested, weapons-grade Realians.
Excuse me, but these people are highly qualified soldiers.
These people? You're treating equipment like people?
Oh, you really shouldn't say things like that. These people have the same intellect and emotions as us. And the Miltia Charter clearly spelled out the basic human rights of Realians when it was ratified in 4763.
What a load of crap. Get off your soapbox. You act noble and preach about humanity, but in the end, they're just equipment as far as your company's concerned. Or maybe more like merchandise.
We don't treat them anything like equipment or merchandise.
Then why do you categorize them as weapons-grade Realians? How much more evidence do you need than that? Whatever you care to call them, they're nothing but tools of warfare. Besides, I know your little secret. You guys have an emergency override code to control them, don't you?
Virgil! Why are you...
Huh? What do you want?
It is as you say, sir. We are manufactured as merchandise and raised accordingly. However, I take great pride in what I do now. And this pride was not forced upon me. It is of my own free will.
No, I'm not evil.
Free will, huh? Well, good for you. You'd better just enjoy it while you can. The time will come soon enough when you'll realize what's going on. Just you wait.
Is he a DME addict?
I think that is all we do here, so. Now, Lieutenant Virgil is definitely a skilled soldier, but he doesn't take good care of Realians. He won't hesitate to use them as shields or abandon them in battle. Apparently something happened in the past, and ever since then, he's come to hate Realians, I fear. Even if that were the truth, I still can't forgive his actions. Shion, what is this emergency override code for the Realians? I'm sorry. It's classified information that only a handful of people know, even at HQ. So I'm afraid I can't tell you. Really? Oh. Oh, what's a little confidential information between friends? Lieutenant Virgil really ticks me off. He doesn't do any work and just hangs around here talking like a big shot.
My apologies, Ms. Uzuki. He wasn't always like that. But then something happened.
Is he an old acquaintance?
We were classmates at the military academy, and I've been stuck with him since then. It was Milsha.
I see. So, that's why.
You knew about that, huh? Then again, anyone planning to join the 3rd Division would know.
Well, I'm from Milsha.
Huh?
Of course, no one's allowed to go there anymore. My family moved to 2nd Milsha when they transferred the capital after the war. And my brother still lives there alone.
Oh, I see. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to bring back painful memories.
Oh, it's all right. After all, it's something we must never forget about. For our sake and theirs as well. Oh no! I forgot I had to report to the bridge. Sorry, I'll come back to check on them later. Bye!
That was funny. It was like, why the pee-pee dance? Victor employees are all such polite, friendly people. I was under the impression that researchers were all uptight, so I was a little surprised. Some of the soldiers were drafted unexpectedly, so the troop formation is not quite up to par. If the Gnosis attacked us now, I don't know if we could fight them head-on. Hey, that container doesn't belong there. Take it to Block 3. What are you doing? Take all the ammo to the eggs hangar. Oh, we got another email! Miss Uzuki, thank you for your recent subscription for Omega Byte Store's database services. This is to inform you that we have successfully secured a database domain for you to use. This service utilizes the inspector function on your portable connection gear to acquire specific information only and stores it regularly to our central server. You specified Gnosis and keyword as categories for your save data. You will need to save the database plugin attached to this email in order to use this service. Plugins are devices that may be attached to the connection gear and add new functions to it. By request, the database plugin will automatically be saved when this email is sent. Lastly, the database plugin will save data in the database based on need. See Gnosis data via the following menus. See keyword data to view the following menus. Please visit the Omega Byte store again soon. The fact that you received email from the Omega Byte store must mean you'll be able to use the UMN database in the near future. Very perceptive of you, not Moogle. By the way, why did you select keyword and Gnosis as your databases? You have a reason, don't you? Of course. The reason why I thought of using keyword is because I can file all the keywords that come up in conversation in a database. That way I can always go back and check the detailed description later. I'm pretty familiar with most technical terms, but sometimes keywords that I don't know the definitions for appear. Oh, I see. I selected Gnosis just in case. There's a possibility that I'll have to fight them in the future, right? I agree with you. You probably won't be able to get by evading battles with Gnosis. On top of that, you may be placed in the situation where you have to fight the same type of Gnosis more than once. Right. That's why I thought the best thing to do was to gather data on them. The most important thing in hand-to-hand combat is to know what your enemy looks like and have an understanding of its behavior. Please don't worry, we will protect all the personnel aboard this ship. Please be careful around here. It's a high-traffic area for work carts. There's cargo being moved overhead by wires, and just now there was an accident over there. I mean, for real. The Woglinda is truly a wonderful ship, but I'm unable to express in words how wonderful I think this ship really is. Please go have a walk around the ship and enjoy the greatness of this craft for yourself. Well, let's see what's hiding in all these rooms here. What is it? Do you want something from me? Who could imagine that a woman as beautiful as you would appear in such a messy room? You're truly a trash in a dunghill. Are you saying that I'm trash? That's right, trash! Are you sure you don't mean to say jewel? Oh, well, you could say that too. Well, well. Even Homer sometimes bobs. Everyone slips up. Even Homer sometimes nods? Wait, is that how it goes? Do a save. I have a little more time. Hey, those are my quarters. Don't be snooping around. Oh, sorry. Well, it's not like you can get in without the key anyway. Damn it, now where could it be? I thought I left it in this pocket. Is something the matter? Well, I think I misplaced the key to my quarters. Where did it go? Damn, I can't find it. I left my gear in there, so I better find that key soon. Otherwise, Lieutenant Virgil's gonna kick my butt. So where am I? I am... okay. It's another email. Frickin'... Shion, how are you? Have you received the fruit of my labor, the MWS, yet? It's quite impressive, wouldn't you say? What? You haven't tried it out yet? You really ought to see it in action. Anyway, I have a juicy story to share with you today. I think you'll find it interesting. It actually concerns kos-mos. I thought that might get your full and undivided attention. You know Boris from 2nd Division's Small Munitions Group, right? He's the guy who accidentally set off the experimental VS transmit generator and was nearly fired for it. Well, it seems he hasn't learned his lesson yet because he's secretly planning something behind the director's back again. I thought he was acting suspiciously, so I kept my eye on him and my intuition proved right. When I pressed him for answers, we struck up an interesting little conversation. I think he filled me in because I kept quiet and let him do all the talking. Boris told me that his plan is to develop the ultimate weapon befitting kos-mos. Should he succeed in realizing the potential power of this weapon, one attack will damage the enemy's entire party. The basic design is complete. All that's left to be done now is a simulation test. The calculator used in the design, however, is a bit lacking in power, so we decided to farm out the calculation process among several computers. At this moment, we are secretly recruiting friends and interested Vector personnel. A few people from 1st R&D Division are participating too. The connection node size is approximately 60. Pretty impressive, huh? You have the newest Rios model, right? So how about it? Would you like to participate? It would probably boost the overall calculation speed. What do you think? Sounds interesting, right? Please reply if you'd like to participate. We would really like kos-mos to have this weapon. I am sending you the plugin. All you have to do is connect it to your connection gear. Oh, and please do so as soon as you can, okay? If we spend too much time trying to persuade people, I'm afraid some of the higher-ups might find out, so please respond quickly to this email. It should still be fine if you send me a response while you are still on the Woglinda. I hope to hear from you soon, so let's reply. I read your secret email. Your side project, Boris seems rather risky, but it's a bit more stimulating that way, isn't it? When Boris finishes this weapon, it will increase kos-mos' battle strength. I think there's reason to help, so I've decided to participate in the project. Please, yes, I'm going to do that. Now, do I have to, Oh, wait a minute. The government's investigation used a close grip on that object that was recovered the other day. You're Vector personnel, right? Then you must know what that thing we recovered is. The thing we recovered? I'm sorry, I don't know anything about it. Whoa, not even Vector knows about it? I thought the investigations unit came from Vector. Well, they're gonna make me go back to... They're gonna make me go back to my quarters here for, to get that MWS. Oh. Let's go back. Jesus. Please excuse this sudden email. I am Andropa from the Vector NSS Control Center, a security insurance organization responsible for carrying out network security activities affiliated with Vector conglomerate business ventures. Currently, we are tracking an intruder who has hacked into the 2nd R&D Division's Imaginary Machine Cluster. An imaginary machine cluster is a calculation apparatus that connects laterally to a group of imaginary processors utilizing human resources. The 2nd R&D Division's machine cluster is called Mercury and is loaded with its own unique system called Harbeck. We detected that Mercury had been hacked about 1 month ago. When we restored our log file records, however, they indicated that the intruder had invaded the 2nd R&D Division's machine cluster 5 months earlier than we had realized. The intruder always demonstrates the same behavior, logging on once every 216 hours and signing off within 3 minutes. This coincides with the timing and intervals of the suspension of the 4,096 processors among 260,000 structural units. The intruder connects parallel to the 4,096 unused CPUs and uses the imaginary machine cluster for only 2 minutes. This intruder possesses administrative privileges to this machine cluster, and it's impossible to disconnect him from this terminal. The reason being that he aborts before all commands have been received. Harbeck himself begins to act up due to a viral infection prior to boot up. We even tried conducting reverse searches using quantum algorithms to no avail because the 60 nodes in between the construction routes 60 to the 28th power got obstructed by variable type dummy routes. We considered isolating Mercury, but even that wouldn't have been a complete resolution to the problem because the intruder would probably try to hack a different machine cluster. Our only option is to capture the intruder. The intruder's motive was not to see the CPU's loading conditions, but to use the calculator itself. Our large quantum inferencing system inferred the intruder's ultimate goal at a 73.48 probability rate to have something to do with the creation of a large AI engineered to destroy. We don't know what he would do with a completed AI, or if the intruder himself would even use it. It could just be that he was commissioned to locate things of value. By all means, we'd like to catch the offender while he's still in the middle of calculating something. The issue at hand is that the only way to catch the intruder is to be on the lookout for all his variable dummy routes in order to identify the terminal he's connecting from. This is a nearly impossible task. If what I heard is true enough, it is feasible. You, being the smart person you are, probably already know what I'm talking about. That's right, the solution lies in the artificial intelligence, or AI, that you supposedly developed. I heard that your AI was able to figure out complex routes similar to the ones we've been faced with in a matter of 2 minutes. An ordinary AI couldn't pull that off. It makes me wonder if it's really an AI we're dealing with here. If this is true, we may be able to use your AI to pinpoint the intruder's location. We can't allow a destructive AI to be completed. We are hoping that we can prevent that with your help. Give your duties at hand the most serious consideration, which is your appointment to 1st R&D Division. I hear the test on the Woglinde is a task that involves the encephalon. I bet it's incredibly exhausting mentally. I am aware that you are doing other tasks during your spare time, so I'll leave the decision whether or not you want to accept this request is up to you. Of course you wouldn't be working for free. I promise compensation appropriate to the task at hand. I look forward to receiving a favorable response from you. Lastly, if I don't receive a reply from you, I will assume that you did not want to take the task on. So what are you going to do? Are you going to help with the search to capture the intruder? I wonder what I should do. The intruder seems to know how to manipulate the Vector Security Service staff. He's a clever one. If you're not careful, someone may get hurt. That's what you were going to say, wasn't it? It would be great if injury was the worst. Injury was the worst of it. Well, give it some serious thought before making your decision. I suspect they know the situation over here and sent you an email on the assumption that you would turn down the request. Yeah, but you know, it makes me mad too. I can't believe that AI are being used for no good. Wish everyone respected AI like myself the way you do, Shion. Yeah, sure, why not? Alright, I said I was going back to Shion's quarters. Which is just as well because there's a save point there, and that is where we are going to wrap up for the night. So let's save it. And that is where we are going to wrap up. So normally my next stream would be Friday, but because I'm traveling, there will be no stream on Friday. So this is gonna wrap it up for me for the week. But next week, let me quickly check my calendar to make sure I'm not traveling next week. I am not. So next week we are going to have the regular Monday, Friday game streams, possible art stream next week. I will know more when the weekend rolls around, but definitely going to be streaming next week, Monday and Friday, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time, and we're going to be playing this. So we're going to keep going with Xenosaga Episode 1, so I hope you join me then. So let's see if we can bring the party over to Sprites and Dice. Let's see if everything's going on over there. Yep, Sprites and Dice currently playing a game called Outriders. So we're going to bring you all over yonder. So let's do a raid. So until I see you again next week, stay healthy, stay safe, wear your fucking masks, go get boosted, go get vaxxed, all of that fun stuff. Thank you so much for spending some of your Tuesday evening with me. I very, very much enjoy the pleasure of your company. So thank you for stopping by and watching me start Xenosaga Episode 1. We will continue this next week. Till I see you all again, everyone, have a great rest of your week. Have a great rest of your weekend. Good night, and joy be with you all, everyone. Be well.